And it just made me think, like, if this is what it's like for them, I'm seeing why partially they don't take women that they meet on dating apps that seriously. Because, like, if I match with this girl,
let's start from the top.
So I got off the dating apps a couple of months ago because, you know, they just kind of suck. But last month truly solidified my decision to never return to those apps. And it's not for the reason that you think. So basically, my best friend found out from some guy that there was somebody on the dating apps that were using her pictures. Like, they were basically catfishing, pretending to be her. So she asked me, will you make a fake profile, like, as a guy, and then, like, swipe through and see if you come across my profile? So I'm like, yeah, girl, I got you. So I make a fake profile. Now I'm pretending to be some man, and I'm swiping through all the women to find my friend. Y'all, when I tell you, I was swiping 10 after 10 after 10 after 10, like gorgeous woman after gorgeous woman after gorgeous woman, all of them with very well thought out profiles, all of them with hobbies and interests, who want long-term committed relationships, all of them who are like clearly putting a lot of effort into this. And like I couldn't run out of options. It seemed like no matter how many times I swiped, there was always another 10 waiting for me. And it just made me think, like, if this is what it's like for them, I'm seeing why partially they don't take women that they meet on dating apps that seriously. Because, like,
now there's a message in this rant, I promise you. But as usual, we have to cut through all the victim and woe is me fat to get to the facts. The following women are about to find out in real time that they are average at best. A lot of you men that have ventured out of your city, state, or better yet country have seen actual 8s and 9s. So I need you to show some patience, because in today's world, many simps and modern women believe, for example, Angela Reese is a dime. Blasphemy. Modern women only compare themselves to deformed Frankensteins like Summer Walker and Ari Fletcher, and self-rate themselves as 10s. These angry women feel compelled to attack any space that suggests a woman might be less than perfect, because they know their superficial beauty standards are fragile and built on shaky foundations.
If I match with this girl and she's not immediately what I want her to be, she's not vibing with what I'm vibing with, I ask her if I can come over at 10 o'clock at night and she don't want to do it, I'm just going to get back on the apps and find somebody that will. Like, just swipe one more time and you'll find somebody who probably looks even better than her, who's probably even more of a match for me. Like, it just really gives the illusion of like endless options. And men already have more eligible dating options than women do. Like, they already have more of an upper hand when it comes to the playing field. They're already winning. Then you get on the apps and you have all of these options at your fingertips. No, absolutely not. I said no. I will not be returning to these apps now that I'm seeing it from their side. No, thank you. Like, I can't stress to you how many eligible bachelorettes were on this app. I got on Tinder and I got on Hinge, and it was the same with both. It's always beautiful, stunning, gorgeous women. And then also seeing them on the app made me really feel like, why are you on here? Like, as fine as you are and as much of a catch as you seem to be, why are you on this app? And now I understand when men, because I've seen men come on TikTok and be like, when men meet you on a dating app, they automatically think that you're desperate. And now, and first, like, it sounds offensive, and it kind of is. But now that I'm scrolling from their perspective, I'm like, why are you on this app? Like, you really are too good to be on here. And if that's how they've been viewing me, yeah, baby, I'm not going back. You can forget about it. Bye.
I mean, there is much exaggeration in our statement, but by now we are all well versed in womanese. The main takeaway from this video is that many modern women tend to overestimate their own value. A few likes from random men on Instagram can quickly lead a woman to believe that she's a perfect 10. But rating yourself by the amount of men that want to sleep with you is a bad barometer, because most men will sleep with a 5, 6, or 7. Look, somewhere in America, a 2 is getting impregnated as we speak. I mean, it doesn't matter. Secondly, I give you clear evidence that women desire the highest value man hypergamy can offer, yet they are unwilling to compete for him, or they expect God to deliver this perfect man to their doorstep like an Amazon Prime package. So I guess we can conclude the so-called pick-me's were right all along.
This is your reminder to stay difficult. It may seem as if these girls that are easy, that have no standards, the pick-me's
These are the two reasons why so many modern women are single. Mind you, this doesn't even include the passport bro option.
Basically, she was scrolling through the dating apps and seeing like what women are on dating apps, and it's beautiful, like all kinds of beautiful women. And that's basically part of the reason why you shouldn't be on dating apps, because guys have too many options and they don't take women seriously. But I can confirm that. So about a year ago, I was on Hinge just to see what it was about. But most of the guys on there were like kind of mid or not looking for something serious. So me and my friends were hanging out one day and we started talking about dating apps. So I was on Hinge and my guy friend was on Hinge. So somehow we ended up swapping phones so that we could see like what was on the other side, basically. And when I tell you, when I was on his Hinge and I was just swiping to see what was on there, the women, like, bro, the women that was on there was like very shocking to me. Like, it was crazy. Gorgeous women that looked like Instagram models. They had beautiful women of all different aesthetics. They had the beautiful natural girls. They had the bust down baddies. They had the girls that like to hike, the fit girls, the gym girls, the thick girls. Any type of woman that you want, there was a variety of each, of all races, all occupations. And then when you look at the occupations of these women, they were like doctors, attorneys, teachers, entrepreneurs. Like, these women had it going on. And we're in Atlanta, by the way. And he had his age range from like 23 to 35. So I was seeing women, you know, from the different spectrums, the young girls, the women that were a little bit more mature. And they were like just stunning. Like, most of the women on the apps were stunning. And it makes sense because a lot of times in real life, you will see like a gorgeous woman with an average man. And you're like, how on earth? But from my experience, most guys on dating apps are just not it. Like, I've never had any luck on there. They're not looking for anything serious. And then a lot of times when guys would post their pictures on dating apps, it looked like some pictures they took in their house clothes, no effort put in. But the women, they were done up, makeup done, they had their heels on. Like, it was just totally different vibe over there. So I understand like why these men are moving the way that they are, because a lot of women, you know, they want love, they want relationships, so they get on these apps and then they end up settling because the guys on the apps are just not it for real. So a woman who is up here is gonna have to settle for a guy that's down there just because she's desperate at that point. And I wasn't willing to do that, because when I saw the male point of view for what these dating apps look like, it's like a kid in a candy shop. Like, you got variety and they're good qualities too. It wasn't like, you know, any old woman. A lot of these women were top notch and beautiful. So if you are a woman and you're bent on dating apps, you're not getting off, I would suggest that you make another profile from the point of view of a man and put the age, whatever age you are, put it like 10 years younger. If you're like at least 30, right? Put it like 10 years younger. So if you're 30, put like 20 to 40. So you can see like the broad age range and what each woman have to offer. And you will be shocked. I don't do dating apps. I will never get on a dating app again. Listen, if you want to see me, you just gonna have to catch me outside, because But y'all be safe out here.
You see, here comes the quote-unquote I'm settling copium. I mean, how are you settling if the men you want don't want you? She is literally seeing the evidence of mediocrity in front of her eyes, but she reverts back to being a victim. I guarantee if you ask her to rate herself, she's gonna say something like an 8 or a 9. See, the men that she is calling mid are the exact men she should be swiping right on. But look, this was just a social experiment for our entertainment. However, let this also serve as proof to how delusional a lot of these modern women are.
But wait a minute. You didn't smash the bell and press the like button. Blasphemy. And although you will never be worthy of a monarch such as myself, Lord Destro would suggest that you poor fools at least give oligarchy a try. So evil, Lord Destro has spoken.